And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
Oh, God, it's Wednesday.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus. Hi. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson, and this is The Bonfire.
That's Lou wearing a Mets shirt like it's laundry day.
Dude, Matt looks like Lou in that Mets shirt looks like he definitely does the field for the Mets.
Yeah, single Lou stopped giving a fuck.
Single Lou looks like a landscape/greenskeeper.
I ran out of flannel.
What did you do? Are your powers only half as strong like Superman when he's not around our red sun?
Do I look like a fucking athlete?
Yeah.
Sure you do.
Yeah, you do.
Bowler.
You look like a pitching coach.
A retired one.
Like Lou runs batting practice. Like he's like, guys, here you go. Just gonna throw you some sausages right over the plate.
Lou, I know it's day to day, but you're still broken up, right?
Fuck yeah.
I always know that whether or not we can shit on this chick.
It always happens.
It's day to day.
Day to day. Guys, she's back. Just for a day. She's like Cher.
Just, we love each other for a long time. We had a little hiccup, but here we find ourselves back.
I think we're going to have a baby. We hear that. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah, Merkface dumped that cheating whore and now he's with a sweet, sweet sweetheart.
Yeah.
I hope that's still going strong or I fucking blew that too.
Or back with the ex. We're all back with exes. By the way, guys,
Merkface is on to new and better waters.
I'm with my old girlfriend Annie from 2009.
Remember her?
Yeah, I do.
She used to sit down. She used to wear baggy short shorts, and she used to sit down. We could all just look at her puss hanging out.
Word?
So great.
Really?
Those steps in front of Eastville, dude.
Yeah!
I would just posture up.
That's what you guys were doing?
I don't know about everybody else. See, here's the thing. I find out through time that I'm legitimately like a degenerate creep.
Yeah.
And it starts to...
But you're a lovable creep.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah, dude. Oh, if you were like...
Because it weighs on me. You remember when I said that Yeah, I used to bring you out when there was that Laugh Factory.
Yeah, but yeah. You find that out and you're like... That's like one of those things when you get older, you're like, oh, that's creepy.
No.
Yeah.
Why would you fucking shit or piss in front of a window if you don't want somebody on the outside of that window to look in?
Because you have shit or piss inside of you that needs to come out?
Pick it on the stall, that's what I'd say. Pull the curtain down.
You should be like McGruff the crime dog / Smokey the bear and just warn, never pee in front of a window. Hi, I'm Jay the creepy bear.
By the way, I give it back to the universe, man. I give it back to the universe. I walk around, dork out in front of hotel windows all the time.
Seriously?
Sure. I know no one's excited to see it, but I give it to them if they want it.
I cover up like I'm going to go through fucking national secrets.
Oh, not me. I flop it around. I tell you, my big one's to wait and see if they pound on my door in the morning, the housekeepers. And if I wake up to the pounding, I don't feel like getting up, I just let them come in. And if I'm having like a good softie in the morning, I just let it hang out and let them and I act like I'm still asleep. So they come in, they go, oh no. And they turn back around.
Go flop. Here's a good flop.
Mr. J, you sleep?
Oh no, it's so teensy.
Ay.
Es pequeño.
Is it a good hang?
Oh, it's morning, way.
I'm always like, no!
Oh, really? Not
yeah.
me.
I put the sign on the door.
I'm still waiting for that special time. I watch all these great videos online that come out now. Real videos, man, of dudes banging out the hotel employees. Yeah. I don't even feel that's a possibility in my world ever. And who's in hotels more than us?
It sounds more like a Cinemax movie than it does a real life.
There's definitely a ton of fake videos of like the maid or whatever, that are
just some sexy blonde with big fake tits, and she's like,
I work at La Quinta Inn. I'm here to change your sheets.
But you're a professional fuck actress.
Yeah, there's plenty of those. But there's also like cell phone videos of a guy getting like a double beach from like some Courtyard Marriott shit. Dude. It's
double beach from the Courtyard Marriott. Listen,
Christine,
Marriott,
Google real hotel fucking.
Okay. You're really getting creative with your Googling.
Yeah. Oh, I like to see how fast we can find it.
Well, here's the thing, though, is every time, I don't ever think it's real. Yeah, dude, she's wearing a French maid outfit. No one at the Marriott.
That's real. That's just a video, dude. That's a guy getting topped off by some employee, dude. 100%.
I don't know.
Yeah, what do you mean? It's a 2-girl one. Dude, this is real.
They're way too hot. They're way too hot. That's not real.
Yeah, but you got to remember, this is what happens in like Omaha and shit.
No, because now you're going to get me all excited. I'm going to be on the road, and I'm going to be walking around in a robe.
Hang dork in the morning.
A Marriott robe. Like, ladies, listen. Sorry I didn't put the sign on the door. They're like, we call police.
Oh, we're going to
see you.
Me and Christine are going to be at a Kimpton this weekend. That's all robe.
I imagine you guys at a Kimpton are just like, you're doing the tongue flick as the maid walks in. You're like, and you're like, oh, sorry to walk in.
I think I've asked Christine to start boning it out when they're coming in, but she's bashful.
I don't think I could ever. I always feel bad when I ask for towels. I can't imagine asking for a beach.
I'm not going to ask. You present the option by hanging dork, dude.
And what do they? But I think you're thinking too. Your creep mentality is bred into real life. Where I don't think. What do they just start blowing you?
I'm asleep to them.
But I don't understand the transition to beach. How does it happen?
Have you watched the videos where the guys purposefully get caught beaten off?
Yeah, and they seem sad as shit to me because they're like...
A lot of times they walk out.
But a lot of this is this, they go, sorry, do you want me to stop? And they're just breathing weird.
But there's the one where the girl, the lady walks over and she's like, go ahead. And he's like, you want to do it? And she goes, no, you finish. And it's just quiet. It's just quiet. She goes, nice.
Nice?
Yeah, she says it's nice.
It always reminds me of the maid from Family Guy, Consuelo.
Yeah.
Like, Mr. Superman, no. Yeah.
That's what she's sort of like. She's nice.
But those two girls that you saw at the Double Beach, they were like hot, young 20-year-olds.
Yeah, and that guy had a nice peg on him.
Yeah, but that's way too erotic of a...
I've heard some comics tell me it's happened. It's never even seemed like it was a possible... I've definitely felt vibe with...
With a maid before?
Not a maid, but like...
Desk Girl.
Desk Girl.
Yeah.
I think Desk Girl in Indianapolis wanted a shot at the title. I'm pretty sure. She ran out and got me takeout food and brought it back to me.
That is, yeah.
And I asked her several times. I offered her not to several times.
You want to know the worst one is I was in Kansas City, and it was when the club was like out in the middle near that racetrack, and I was at this thing, and the girl was pretty cute, and she said something. This is like 4 years ago, and she said something, and she's like, I'm not feeling too well today, and I'm like, oh, cool. It somehow got around that I think she might have had a miscarriage. I forgot how she said it, but it was something very disturbing. And she's like, you want me to come up to your room and wake you up? I'm like, no, God, no. You just went through a major medical procedure. You should be at home resting, not throwing the pee at me. I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you. Come out to a show. I'll get you some tickets. Would you like to be at the 7:30 or 9:30 on Saturday? I think
Metzger got offered by some like awful looking Dominican woman years ago at Mohegan Sun, I think.
Yeah.
He was with Patrice.
Okay.
And he said Patrice was trying to he's like, yeah, Gerga. And Gerga's like,
no, thank you.
Patrice, no, thank you. He said she was the fattest Dominican in the whole republic, which makes me laugh always.
But I don't think I've ever had a hotel employee. That was the only time.
Let's try.
No, that was the only time I've ever felt as a hotel. I just go as a hotel employee. I never caught a vibe like that. That was the only time where I was like, but it felt weird.
Yeah, a desk. The flirty desk girl. I'll tell you what. Me and Fenoya in Dallas last weekend had the. I bumped us to first class. It was Virgin, so it was so cheap.
Yeah, that's a party in the sky.
And we were just getting tossed in first class.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I miss drinking. I've never really got to.
That was a fun one.
Getting drunk in first class.
It was great.
Out on an airplane.
Oh yeah.
Sky drunk.
Oh yeah.
Very fun because then you land and you're like, "Hi, city. I like you better than I normally would."
Right. Then I found out. Then I found out, I was in Dallas.
Yeah, you're like, Tulsa, cool.
Yeah, Tuscaloosa, great.
I'm hammered. This is going to be the best part.
We landed. We got all three hot Virgin Airlines stewardesses came out to the show that night.
What?
But did not feel anything that it was like they were like throwing it or wanted to hang out much afterwards.
Yeah, well, because they're paid like substitute teachers in the sky. They get fucking dick for money. And so every gig is like, it's like the same energy that the fishermen in Alaska I used to work with had, where they're like, we got another haul. Got to go to Dallas, Fort Worth, then up to Minneapolis, then back over to Sacramento.
Yeah, but then there was a really tall, 5'11" black one, who did come to the show wearing like a mesh loose sweater.
Yeah,
no bra.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Because I mean, there was that time where
they said they were coming back the next night and then didn't.
Well, because they had probably had to make a run to Minneapolis, and then what's their hub? Atlanta. You guys start dropping
Dallas.
jargon.
They're Hubs Dallas.
Oh, okay.
And the next day, they said they were doing the same run. They were going up to New York, back down to Dallas, and they said they were going to come out again. They just didn't come out.
Yeah.
But the one in first class was nice.
You got to use their jargon.
She was nice, and she came out looking way better than she looked in those stupid burlap dresses they make them wear.
Oh.
Yeah.
When did they stop? When did
All being hot chicks?
Yeah, when did flight attendants stop being like...
when hot chicks realized they could strip and make more money.
Is that what it was? Is there a direct correlation?
But if you want to look at the best of the best for like just, and Christine will tell you, she saw this recently too. Emirates, is that the airline? Where
Yeah.
They all wear like, they have the red, like, it's kind of like, I think it's Muslim.
Yeah, United Arab
Wow.
Emirates, UAE.
In every stewardess flight attendant is now I choose to be PC. I'm gonna fuck that hotel fucking cleaner whore.
Yeah. That Windex slut's gonna catch it. Oh, this flight attendant.
But the Emirates girls, their bodies are all smoking, and most of their faces are pretty gorgeous.
Yeah, because they're probably hired by like some oil baron who just goes to his harem. And he's like, you will be on my plane.
I don't think it was Emirates, but like one of those airlines, like Middle Eastern Airlines, had a flight. I saw a video. It was on World Star Hip Hop as like, it was like terrifying. It was like this plane gets, there they go. Look at them. They're
all wearing berets like the Guardian Angels.
That's absolutely right.
They look like a shitty army.
They get to fulfill my dream of wanting to fuck Curtis Sliwa my whole life.
Doing good? Well, now I'm going to do better.
This airline had turbulence.
Yeah.
And it's like terrifying. 10 minutes of turbulence like really shakes things. Look how terrifying it is. Now, by the way, I've been in a ton of turbulence and a ton of bad turbulence.
Yeah, I always go, when it happens.
Way worse than this turbulence looked at all. But being on an Islamic airline with turbulence is got to be terrifying because everyone's like, yeah, that's it. They just start preparing for death and like looking. It's just insane.
You do a Japanese one, they all just start doing harikari and start stabbing themselves. The sky, we haven't disrespected the sky. You're like, no!
The God in the clouds is angry.
I have brought this honor to crowds. United. Yeah, I don't think I would want to be on that. Aer Lingus, I flew to Dublin on.
That sounds like eating pussy in the air.
Welcome to Aer Lingus, where you put your mouth right on our hot snatches.
Are you in the Mile High Club? Like, no, but I've performed a little Aer Lingus before. Does that count?
Or that's your nickname for yourself because you're so good at eating pussy?
Aer Lingus, like Jordan?
Yeah. You do the Jordan
It's
pose.
the same pose, but my tongue's out. Yeah, tongue's out.
Yeah. Oh, Aer Lingus.
Oh, man. Did you get the new Aer Linguses? They start at $250.
Yo, this dude's the best at eating pussy.
I call him Aer Lingus.
If I could be like Mike, I want to eat like Mike.
No, you don't understand, man. He was out there from sun up to sundown practicing eating puss.
100 licks a day. 100 licks a day, no matter what. Practicing his licks.
No, son. What did I know I'm being tough on you, but you got to hold the hood back and really expose the clit.
Finger while lick.
I want your mission now.
Oh, but real quick.
Single DS.
What's your first name?
Oh, was it real quick? What?
Oh, Aer Lingus all look like all my cousins. So you get on, you're like, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm going to sit down.
I want your goal now to be, you're going to stretch out some hotel maid.
Now that I'm single?
Yeah.
All right. Just
That's
walk
your new
around.
goal. I can't. All I can do is convince Christine to bone in front of one by accident. And then I want Christine to look back and be like, oh, God, and look like she's freaked out. And I'll just be sitting there with a shiny peg like, yeah.
Shiny peg is such a great term.
Beautiful.
Oh, watch out for my shiny peg. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to look like a nervous father waiting for his child to be born naked. Just pacing. Is this how I do it? Do you want me?
Do you like me? Am I good?
Do you want me here on the chair, on the bed? Where would you prefer me?
I know one you know.
Do you want towels? Yes. Oh, God, that'd be great. I just go back to fucking Vanilla Dan. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Let me put my pants on. I'm so
Oh, my God. What's your name? I'm going to tip you very well. I apologize about this whole thing. I got a flight at 6 a.m. Will you sit on the bed with me? I just feel like my last relationship really went down the drain. She's like, I don't know. The man next door wanted to get jerk off.
We have two hotel stories. Oh, no. Well, Nick and Philly. We talked to Nick in Philly. He said he thought he had the hookup. Nick!
Hey, Jay. Hey, Dan. Big fans.
Oh, thanks,
hey,
player.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, so listen, I have a story for you guys, and I want to know your opinion on it's one of the biggest regrets in my young life so far, and if I totally blew this or not, in your opinion.
Fire.
So the story, I should preface the story by telling you it begins right after I graduated from high school, and my graduation present from my grandmother, she handed me a check for $500 right before I went away to senior week.
Wait, you went away for what? Senior
week? That's when they go to like Disneyland, or everyone goes to Cancun or something.
Yeah, everyone,
like
all my friends went to Cancun.
I had no money.
Me and my two buddies, they canceled my mom's check. My mom was like, hey, graduation present, I'm going to send you to Mexico. And I was like, what a great graduation present. And then my mom goes, they canceled my check. And I was like, I'm not going to Mexico? And she was like, no.
You were wearing a sombrero and had the crossing bullets when you did it, too. What?
So I got a just.
Ay, madre.
Ay, no malo, muy malo. So you're going away to senior week. You got $500.
Yeah, so Jay, maybe you can relate to this. I'm totally white garbage, so fuck Cancun. I'm going to Wildwood, New Jersey.
Yeah, good for you. I found out about Wildwood after I moved to the East Coast.
Hell yeah.
And it is You
can get laid there just squirting a bitch with a super soaker. They are dumb as a doorknob.
That was a great side mouth sentence.
We're going to spray that bitch with a super soaker right in her nips.
So, as you might know, there's a lot of seedy motels down there that are all run by, like, one Armenian family that also lives in the hotel.
Okay. It's called the American Dream, but you can shit on it. I'm just kidding. Keep going.
So I go down there, and the plan was for me to meet up with a couple of my buddies, and we were all going to split a hotel room. My friends got down there the day before I did. I took a Greyhound bus down the day after most people got down for senior week. And by the time I got to the hotel, they had already completely trashed the room they were going to sleep in, like just cigarette butts, weed, just fucking beds, disgusting, everything like that. So I said, there's no fucking way I'm sleeping in this room. I'm going to go get my own room as I'm now $500 richer. So I head down to the front office. It's about 6 o'clock at night at this point.
Okay.
And I say, hey, can I, get my own room? Long story short, they set me up in my own room, and I put a down payment on it, which is like $100. These two smoking hot chicks walk in the door, and they had to be. They sounded Russian or Ukrainian, something. They barely spoke any English.
Something war torn.
Yeah.
Please help me. The place outside tell us we have to work for sex and
trouble.
money.
There's trouble.
I watch brother die.
Trouble.
So keep going.
Yeah, so I just got handed the keys to the room. There's a help wanted sign in the window of the front office, and I guess they were down there just looking anywhere they could get some work. And these girls, we just heard about we saw the help wanted sign in the window. We're seeing if you could use help. They're trying to become maids for the hotel.
Did you do Did you do the super cool moment where you grabbed your dick and you go, get this work? Excuse me? And you go, nothing.
I'm moving major weight.
Being nervous 18-year-old me, it didn't occur to me until after I had gotten into my hotel room and closed the door that I went to myself, oh, fuck, I have like $400 cash on me.
Yeah.
I have my own hotel room that I was handed.
Oh, you could have paid them the fuck.
Yes.
And what's crazy about that is, like, that's hotter than getting an actual hooker, because these are just girls who are way down their luck.
Well, isn't that like the premise of every porn?
Yes.
But you just got to add in the realness of them being Eastern European.
I like that it goes, just so you know, I don't normally do this.
Yeah.
This is first time for me and sister.
Now watch your act! Grab each other's ankles and start doing it.
Start fire breathing.
Are you guys circus prostitutes?
You'll masturbate self while I flip fire.
I go out to car, get monkey we have trained to jerk off while we lick each other.
I'm not going to judge you for that, Nick. I'm going to be honest with you. It might have gone weird, too, if you offered to
swing and a
fuck these
miss.
sad immigrants. Yeah.
If they're like, no.
And then all of a sudden, the next thing you know is like one's husband comes with a scar face, and he just, comes to headbutt you to death.
Yeah, he got his fucking ear blown off by a jumping Betty in
Although
a field mine.
I know you don't play no bullshit because you're from Philadelphia, son. So I know if he came, he would have had you'd have given him the work.
Oh yeah, I'd like to think so.
Yeah, we don't fuck around in Philadelphia, son.
I like that you.
Let's go, Sam Bradford.
Thanks, Nick. You have a good one, dude.
Take it easy, guys.
Cream cheese.
That's so funny because if someone called up from Denver, I'd be like, "Hey, Well, take care.
Have a good time. Yeah, me and this guy are bonding over. He goes, you want to go beat up a black?
Yeah. Remember when Donovan and Nab almost won us the Super Bowl?
Bad motherfucker.
Denver's like, I do like to hike and have a sensible diet.
Alyssa in Texas was an ex-corporate flight attendant. Let's talk to her.
Hi, Alyssa.
Holy shit, I made it through.
Yeah, you did.
Hey.
That's some shit you say before you shoot somebody. You're like, I'm through.
Can't believe I got through the fences.
By the way, Dan, you've got a kid in Amarillo. No.
That's the shit you say if you're like a guy with a big dick, like, holy shit, I got through.
Yeah, all right.
No, I've never said that.
You're like a female trucker.
Actually, it's what a guy with a small dick would say. Like, holy shit, I got through. I'm in the back.
Hey.
I got through the lips.
You acknowledged it. You acknowledged that I'm in you.
Look at me. Look at me getting through.
That's hilarious.
Were these the kind of things you'd say as an ex-corporate flight attendant? These corporate guys don't want to hear that kind of filth.
No, these are the things I say while I'm at work. I'm still in corporate America, and I hate it. But I try to be as pleasant as possible, but really I'm just thinking, like, cunt, motherfucker, shit, fuck you.
I love this girl.
So were you doing, like, commercial flights or just private?
No, I was a private flight attendant for a financial company.
You probably saw some king hell douchebags.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I noticed. This is the trend. When it comes to being a flight attendant, I just landed in the industry. But before I was in the industry, I was I worked for a hotel at the front desk.
Did you ever throw it? Did you ever throw it at anybody?
No, there was no one to throw it at.
Oh.
In a whole hotel?
In the whole hotel? Yeah, no.
Okay.
But what I will say is that I noticed that a lot of the women who I was working with, they were ex-yachties. They used to work on yachts and boats, like in Florida, and they were all single. And I noticed now, as just flying, I'll get recognized. They'll say, "Hey, are you a flight attendant?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm an ex-flight attendant, but not for a large airline." And they're like, "Oh, okay, well, how'd you get into it?" And I'll tell them. And as I'm talking to them, I notice no one has a ring on. So I don't know if it's just like an industry where women don't get married, but I'm pretty sure that's the reason why the women are throwing themselves at you.
Well, no.
Sluts.
Yeah, but I don't think. No, my question was more like, do you get harassed by the guys flying private?
Yeah, like those guys got to be grabbing ass cheeks and all kinds of creepy
I just imagine
shit.
it's a lot of ice hitting the side of glasses and then being like, "Here's to the Connolly deal. Now bring me a hot piece of Filipino ass."
Yes, I've been hit on, and I had to turn the person in because he got very graphic with what he wanted to do, and I didn't feel comfortable because we were flying to a private island, and he could easily find out where I was, so I immediately, told my pilot in command and my second in command what was going on. And, yeah, it gets kind of seedy, but you have to kind of keep a level of decorum at all times.
But were there had to be girls that are like private jet flight attendants that would like go for it.
There has to be.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
But a lot of them they're not really hooking up with the clientele. They're hooking up with the individuals who work for the company.
Oh, nice. Like the repair guys down in the hangar. I like that.
Interfucking. Yeah.
I like a nice guy named, Craig, who fixes the fucking engines.
That's what I always heard.
She's like, I like him. He's nice and he's good with his hands. He seems like he'd be a good dad.
That's why everybody said you should go become like a camp counselor, like a sleepaway camp counselor, because you just fuck all the other counselors.
Yeah. Super incestual. It's like waiters. Waiters always fuck each other. Do you work at a restaurant?
I wish Christine wasn't a waiter for most of her life and nodding her head when you say that.
I didn't realize that was happening.
She gave a speech like you were saying we need to change America. And then she was like, yeah, Dan. She looked like, yeah, Dan, speak it.
She looked like my vice president candidate, and I was right. This guy knows the issues.
That is true, man. I'm just chugging waiter dick left and right, man.
Thanks for calling in, Alyssa. But it's true that it's like...
You want extra salt with that? And then she just smears her hands on it.
Yeah, dude, waiting tables... waiters are good for two things. Fucking other waiters and being able to drink a shit ton after their shifts.
You'd think maybe being a good waiter would be in there somewhere.
Who wants to be a good waiter? If you want to be a good waiter, you're a dork. You're just a
But you
dork.
were a good waiter.
I was a terrible waiter. I would lose my shit. You see me go 0 to 60 soda.
No, but you had the skill set, though.
No, I was, you know what, I was funny. I was funny. That got me away with everything.
No, but you said funny, but you said you were also like a very efficient. Like you got your work done, you were fucking...
Oh, well, not well. I got it done, but I don't think... One time they did a secret shopper where they had someone come in and...
I mean, you had tenure at that place. Like you probably
5
should have
years.
stock in the joint.
Yeah, but you know why? I did lunches. No one wants to do lunches. I was doing lunches the whole time so I could do stand-up at night. They had a secret shopper
You
in.
have to defend yourself.
I do, though. It was a dark, dark day in my time. They had a secret shopper come in, you know, for the Big Be Our Guest. That's like a huge company. And they like have people come in and then they rate you. They have like a scale out of 100%. I got a 34%.
What the hell did you do that day?
I suck. I just sucked at waiting tables.
So the guy goes, I asked for extra dressing. You just blew a snot rocket in a salad.
I go like this. I just loogie in my hand and go, and then force him to put it in his mouth and rub his throat like a dog taking a pill.
There you go.
Down in your gut.
That'll grease the pipes. Now we're one.
Cool. Do you want to see a dessert menu? And then I just put my hand up I put my fist inches away from his head. Do you want to see a dessert menu? Do we got a fucking problem here? Do you want to see it?
But I don't have any of the, I wish I did, man. I have none of the, like the quintessential, like hookups you're supposed to have. I've never met a girl on a train and hooked up. I've never.
That's some bullshit, though.
Never hooked up with a girl on a plane. Fenoya's got a plane hookup story. On the plane.
He hooked up on the plane?
Fucking Brian Baldinger, nailed us with a lady down a nice story. From a long time ago.
How is this eroticism happening in the sky and neither one of us has had a taste?
I've never even thought there was a possibility. One time an old black lady told me about Jesus for the better part of 3.5 hours.
That's pretty
I've never hated Jesus more. If I had extra leg room, I would have stone cold stunned her.
You go, that's great. Hey, real quick about Jesus.
You stupid asshole. You don't even
know. If I'm flying this high, you ain't with me.
If Jesus died for my sins, he wasted his time because I got so... hang dick.
I'm not. No. I just go, what would I do? Does this?
I don't know. That move, what you're doing right now, you're swaying back and forth, trying to get some thigh slaps with your peg.
Yeah.
Would never work for me.
I'd have to go quicker.
It would just look like a bouncy spring.
And then, did you leave your notebook as well? This is a peace offering between the Bonfire and Entertainment Weekly Radio.
Entertainment Weekly hates us.
They hate us so much.
They hate our guts.
I think we're hated in the building. It's no.
Just generally speaking?
You know who does like us, though? Former heavyweight fighter Gerry Cooney.
Yep. Well, there, come around.
Yeah, there it goes.
Knock it off. Here he is.
Yep.
Man, that Entertainment Weekly girl came in here to get her stuff she left behind. She was uncomfortable, huh?
She did. I'm telling you, it's palpable.
They really don't like us.
They don't like us.
She's one of the good ones.
She seems nice. She smiled at me.
So you're saying we should have hung dork?
You probably could have kept that going a little bit.
Oh, really?
I held back. You see, I'm all talk.
You get you out there in the real world.
I'm all
you're
talk.
all just tough and puff.
Until it comes time to hang dork. I do hang dork.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met a girl on a plane or on a fucking train or a bus.
Nope. Me and Christine hooked up on a Practical Jokers cruise. That was the first cruise of the 1,000 we've been on now with the heavy metal cruises where anything's happened.
Well, of course.
But that was like thrown in our direction hard.
That's like saying you're getting a hand job at a roller derby. Of course it's going to happen. Those places are breeding grounds. But heavy metal cruises and roller derbies are good for fucking strangers making you come.
I don't even think I've ever met a girl just like at a bar or restaurant. Went home with
I've met girl bars, restaurants. I used to waiting on girls was great. That's how I met one of my ex-girlfriends. I was waiting on her.
Yeah.
I charmed her.
And
I was like, hey, why don't you give me your number? And she was like, okay. And she's like, and then we dated for 2.5 years.
And then we went.
And then I found out that I sold her sangria when she was 18 years old. That was
sweet.
So that was super bad.
Oh, Kevin in Missouri's kicking ass. Kevin.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Crackle, motherfucker.
Yeah. Crackle, fucking crackle.
Yeah, I was, 19 years old, coming home on a Greyhound from Tennessee, and I got a hand job from the girl next to me.
Sick, dude.
Now, but wait, real quick, I just want to set it up, because, we can go A plus B equals C, or we can get a little erotic and get some details in here.
Find out this girl's a real slob.
Okay, well, that's not what I was going with.
Oh, that's erotic, though.
We could also do that. But yeah, no, it is erotic. I absolutely agree with the eroticism. I'm just saying let's take it a little slower.
I swung for eroticism. I swung for the erotic fences on that one.
Yeah, half speed, Jay. I need you to go half erotic speed on this.
Was this girl a slob?
Yeah, perfect. So when you got on the bus, Kevin, did you notice, was there like, when you sat down, did you do the half smile where you're like, nah?
Not really. It's just sitting there and sitting around for an hour. We both got bored, started talking, and the next thing I know, she was going to town.
Wait,
She just grabbed your shit and started pounding it out?
like she got done, like she was done reading her book. She's like, hey, you know what? I'm kind of at a stalemate right now in my novel. You mind if I whack you off real quick?
That's what I'm saying. We just finished the sentence. She goes, and anyway, that's why I just never really got into the show Lost.
Okay, well, anyways, do you think they're going to have an A&W at this truck stop?
I just think it's too late to go back and watch all the episodes.
And so, anyways, turns out I sold the car to the guy, but he forgot the title in my other car. Come for me.
Kevin, where'd you batch?
That's right in her hand.
Right in her hand.
Did she catch it like a magician where they just pull away from something and then it's gone?
Or yeah, she had it in her fist and then she like, put her hand over her fist and then opened her hands and there was no jizz. And you find out it's been hanging on your ear the whole time, something about Mary style.
Yeah, good job, lady.
Wow, that was
Wiped
good.
it around her sweatshirt.
She took her. She wiped it on a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
What did this chick look like, Kevin?
No, she was probably, now I look back at it, probably like a meth head from the South, but.
Oh, she's just fucking just picking at scabs for an hour, talking about how great meth is.
Yeah.
So anyways, then that one time I got high on meth, that was great.
She goes, I would blow you, but you don't want what's happening in this mouth.
Yeah. You're gonna knock over some old tombstones if you keep what I'm talking about.
Right now, your jizz would brittle these things. Your jizz would knock them down like fucking, like the carnival game.
Yeah.
Shooting.
I promise you, these teeth are strictly for show.
Each one hanging on by a thread. A McDonald's cheeseburger could empty my whole face.
There's a baby in an incubator with a better shot than my front right tooth. Yeah,
somehow they're not gray, but they're not dead, but they're not alive.
I'm just telling you, I felt the pressure of tongue on back of tooth, and this thing will pop right out. What happened? How did you leave it, Kevin, after you came on?
Meth head means she's thin at least. Oh, no, maybe not. Sometimes those meth heads stay fat in the middle.
She was a skittier one. We just sat there in silence for the next couple hours and got off at the next train.
Dude, that is so
See, I would have, if you had a few more hours, I'd have waited for the smoke to clear and then I would have presented again.
You would have gone for number 2?
I got around 2. Depends how much I was appalled by her after she did it. At first, you'd be like, "Oh, this is a good girl. Get a hand job from them." Then you're like, "Why did I let this girl give me a hand?" She's like dirt under her nails. She's like grease monkey knuckles.
Yeah, but she sounded like she rubbed it on her sweatshirt the way
is it a champion sweatshirt?
Yeah, like the way a maintenance guy just cleans up a mess. He goes, "That's no problem. That's just down in that little grot," and then just wipes it off. Like, all right, we're good.
That ain't nothing. These are my work pants.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
This is my traveling sweatshirt. I expect to get jizz on it. Good for you, dude. That's a pretty great story.
Yeah,
and you always have that. Meth addict or not, dude, you'll always have that.
Yeah, you have an erotic story on a Greyhound. That's pretty fucking great.
You know what I want to call? I want some girls to call in because here's the thing. The girl can win 100% of the time, which is why I know there's probably less stories of that.
Yeah.
Because it's not being attempted as much, but there's got to be a girl who just like told a guy at a hotel, come to my room. And you know what's funny? They always say the hotel employees can't go to the rooms.
Yeah, they always say that.
They can't go to the rooms. But I bet if you propositioned a chick, I bet she'd try to make sort of like a even if she wanted to fuck you, she'd do like we can't do it here. Like it's a whole thing.
Listen, I've only been working at this Sheraton for like 3 months, and they are strict.
I bet any girl. Or any girl who propositions a guy who works at a place,
yeah,
or a flight attendant or anything, that flight attendant or that guy will go to risk it all to do it.
Or it'd be like I imagine we always call it Dan with a dad. Like if I would have had a dad, where I'd be, and if I was like if I was like a hotel manager and a girl did that, and I was like recently single, I'd be like, well, maybe I'll bring you up some towels. And then I'd just find like a nervous way to do it, where I'd be like, here's some soap. Hey, it's Dan down from the front desk. You mind if I come in? Or you're in a towel. Wow. All right. Well,
Oh boy.
listen. I can't really do this just because of the Marriott's reward program. Marriott is going to make me a regional manager. It's kind of a big deal. I'm going to be running.
You're a hot chick.
You are so beautiful, but I can't. Okay. Yeah, I'll take off my pants.
Here's what I can't do. If you want to go to the little mart we have here next to the desk, you can get a hot pocket.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what. Why don't you come to the mini mart, grab a hot pocket, right, and I'll show it to you. Because I'm still a little bit of a pervert.
How excited?
I'll still show it. Like,
what did you get so excited for in the mart?
4-pack of Twix.
Oh yeah, that turned your whole night around.
I screamed like a 12-year-old girl saw Bieber.
4-piece Twix.
I went fucking bananas at Moon Tower on our last night. I just walked into the hotel and I saw fucking a 4-pack of Twix and I was like, yeah!
Oh, Murphy's. I don't want to make people sit on hold. We don't have to sit on hold because Zach and Georgia said he fucked a girl on the deck of a cruise ship. Big deal. So did Christine.
Oh, point set match.
Tell Zach, call back when he's done something better than Christine.
Oh, well, dude.
We love you, Zach. Thank you for calling.
You know what? I totally forgot from Monday that we never got to.
What? Oh. Let's take our break.
Yeah, we gotta take a break.
Let's come back and let's just uncork. We have a guest coming in today, but before our guest gets here.
Should we play dance music all day?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to do some Dance Music Wednesday because when we get back, you get to see Jacob trying to crush that sweet pussy. It's the bonfire.
Yeah, I'm a happy camper.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, man. We were throwing it down.
Holy shit. That might be the most fun I've had coming back from a break. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95.
Man, we're out of breath. That's why your roommate was in such great shape.
Oh, God.
Club dildo?
Yeah, he was just clubbing it up all the time. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. It's Dance Music Wednesday. We're playing all dance music.
We're going for it big. And before we get into the real dancer in the house here, let's talk about a few things here.
Our tiny dancer, if you will.
Hold me closer, tiny dancer. We got a couple things going on here. Dan Soder is going to be at Comedy on State in Madison, Wisconsin, Thursday, May 19th through Saturday, May 21st. Go to MadisonComedy.com for tickets. Also, he will be at the Hustler Club along with Louis J. Gomez and Dave Smith Friday, May 13th. Special, not special, coming out Saturday, May 21st. Woo, I was just raining bubbles in here.
Big J. Oakerson going to be at the DC Improv this Thursday, May 13th, or May 12th. Through Sunday, May 15th. Go to bigjcomedy.com for tickets and other tour dates, and then go to Skankfest. VIP pre-sale tickets are available now. CreekLIC.com. Festival is going to be at the Creek in the Cave in Queens, New York, June 18th and 19th. And of course, don't forget to go get a CISO.com subscription so you can watch What's Your Fucking Deal?
You can also watch You People.
I'm going to pass out.
Well, that was the greatest thing I've ever been a part of.
You got to be in real shape to dance. You got to be like 80 push-ups in shape to dance.
At least. You definitely got to be in better shape than a golf trainer. We learned that.
Yeah, but he's half in the bag.
What we have learned, though, is that you could be in any shape and be a good cameraman for said dancer.
Yeah.
Because we had the delight of Lou, our own Lou dog and Merkface.
All right, hold on.
Just meanly and so intelligently filming Jacob in his most vulnerable moment.
I mean, I'll tell you this right now.
Of just crushing it.
They always say, love like you've never been hurt and dance like no one's watching.
Tight shirt, Jacob.
This motherfucker dances like there's no one else in the world.
Oh, he danced the pleats out of his pants.
At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, and Facebook.
Yeah, follow us.
Follow us because we're going to put this video up. Again, they were at a wedding. If you missed Monday's show, we kind of found out a little bit of the backstory. Andy and Jacob were at a wedding of a chick that Lou used to blow her back out.
Lou couldn't go because he used to fucking lay ropes on her face.
Yeah. Lou used to have her ankles on his shoulders and he would just plow ass.
Yeah.
But then he got with
that was before he started getting into BBC queens.
Yeah. And then now, and then he met his current ex sometimes real girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he couldn't go to this wedding.
He had some large pussy to step into.
Yeah. Like an old pair of overalls that you found.
Yeah. You could have just put that girl's puss on like a fly fishing boot.
I imagine it's like a net for a trapeze artist.
I'm just saying all this because it's going to be great when they get back together.
Yeah, next week where we.
I cannot wait for that. No, you know what I'm saying? She came, she assisted me. I was DJing at a Kennedy Fried Chicken opening, and she hung out there, and she was getting all horned up from all that Black D around. And then I went home. We got back together. It's the holidays.
They tried a new recipe where they actually fry some of the chicken in her puss juice. And, turns out it gives it a snappy flavor that they...
Creole! Lou! Get back with her on Memorial Day. Bring her to the barbecue, dog. We want to meet this chick.
Dude, it could be so awkward.
We're going to bring over one black friend and just check them out all night next to each other.
And you know what? He's not even going to be my friend. I'm going to get that CrossFit instructor across the street from my house to come over.
Oh, hell yeah. Where he's got that chest so big his nips point down.
Yeah, and then he does the thing where he holds a bar up top and then he kicks his legs to the bar.
I couldn't do that, but I would try. Well, you know what's funny? As cool as it looks when he does that, what's way funny is watch me next time we have some opportunity where there will be.
Yeah.
Where I can grab like a bar above my head and watch me try to do a toes, you know.
Yeah, the toe
knees
kick
to
up.
elbows or like whatever, like those pull-ups, and it is funny to watch because I just hang. You know what I look like? Remember this? We're talking about the silhouettes in the car on the sneakers.
Yeah.
Remember Shaq's fucking Kmart Reeboks?
Dunking on the
I look like that. I just look like a fat ape, like hanging, and my neck's all fat, and my face is getting red, and I just keep swinging my feet violently, trying to get him up in the air.
You just reminded me of, you had the Shaqs, I had the Frank Thomases, I had the Big Hurts.
Did you really?
Yeah, which was so funny years later.
Yeah.
He was trying to bang my ex.
He was trying to lay her out a little bit, huh?
While I was with her.
Mm-hmm.
She worked at a hotel. That was technically a hotel.
Yeah?
Yeah, and he would throw it at her. He was like living at the hotel.
Jeez.
Athletes, though, they got easy yeses.
That's different. Yeah, I mean, he's coming into the game with like so much advantage here. That I say, all my getting laid was my advantage of doing comedy.
Yeah.
He has even. I'm talking about just a cold, like you're on a thing, a plane, a restaurant, a bar. The girl doesn't know you.
You still got the confidence.
And by the way, if you notice, we have not one girl admits to ever like being the aggressor in a situation like fucking on a plane or anything like that.
They're always, yeah. I bet there's one. There's got to be one out there.
We'll see.
Got a lot of filth balls that do that. Jacob, you were looking at that pull-up on that CrossFit instructor like you could do that. Could you do that?
I've never tried. I guess I could do a few of those.
Oh, you could definitely do them, dude.
Come on, that core strength?
Come on, don't
you
say.
You know, be impressed by that?
Don't say maybe.
You know, really
You've seen your moves.
Deb.
Christine, I still haven't seen the second video yet. The long form Jacob dance.
Fuck yes.
I haven't seen either.
We saw the short routine.
Are these? Do you have them?
Yeah, I have them out. They're both.
And they're all both on YouTube, dude. Christine, you're the best. How did Comedy Central not give you money earlier?
It's insane.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play it.
All right, so this is the first video.
We need some volume.
So here's Jacob.
Oh,
here he goes.
Looking slick.
One move. Oh, he does.
Yeah, get down tonight. Get down tonight. Oh, he's dropping it back.
Get it. Wiggle.
Get down tonight.
There it is. Whoa. Oh!
Merkface, you are...
The last move I'm very proud of.
That was a good
Merkface,
move.
you're the Spielberg of awesome. Is this part 2 now coming?
Yeah.
I heard this is the one where he really busted wide open.
This is 14. Okay. Here it is. Get it. 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
Yeah, feel it. Look at that hip work. You look like... Oh, you're like young Danny Terrio.
Oh, he looks like him now. He's just moving like him. That was great.
That would just make me happy.
That was, did you dance with any ladies that night, Jacob?
We were all in a group. It was all a work group.
You know, me and Soder...
Yeah, I was dancing with everyone I knew.
Me and Soder both got these while we were in hotels, and I got to tell you, that video, the reason that maid walked into a nice full bone
was because was it which move of Jacob's was it? Was it this one?
It's man, I'll tell you what, the in and out gets me pretty good. Christine, could you show me part 1 again, please?
I'll tell you, this was my favorite one. Can I show you my favorite one? My favorite one was this.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a pretty good one, but I'm a big fan of when he like drops back like...
Oh, okay. Now again, at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat.
This will be the most watched video we've put out ever.
Yeah, Jacob just
the
fucking
confidence. Look at that, the kick out.
tearing up the dance floor. He comes in right now. You gotta understand. Oh, there it is. He does a little Harley ride. He does a little motorcycle ride.
Back up, Christine.
Down to the floor.
Like, back up more.
Yeah, back up more.
That's my spot.
Right here. Oh, right there. There's that move.
Foot goes out. Crossover. Does a crossover. Ball heel turn kick.
Yeah.
Oh, there. That's my. Yeah, that's it. The motorcycle rev.
Yeah, that's what it is. I like when it goes all the way down here, and then it comes back up.
Dude, next commercial break, we're coming back to some motorcycle rev. We're doing it.
Jacob's he's the big bad biker leader.
That was just awesome.
I wonder if it's like music.
Feeling it.
Dance with pride. Goddamn right.
You should dance with pride.
I had a great time.
9, 10. All right, Jacob. Here we go. Get out there and show them. Ready?
You didn't buy these orthotics for nothing.
You got those tape. Billy Blanks touch everything he knows. This is just Tybo with a little bit of rhythm. And 1, 2, 4.
Just let it fly.
6, 7, 8, 7, 5, 7, 8. Go. And ride it. Ride the bike. Ride the bike. Ride the bike. Ride the bike. Let it down. Get down. Touch the floor. Get up. Foot cross. Spin around. And one time. Go down on my knees, grab my own shirt, pull myself up. Oh, I'm going to save that convention center. I'm going to save it. Yeah, it's electric. It's breaking 3.
Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah. Jacob, yeah.
Oh, man.
Still no women admitting to hooking up with men aggressively. I don't believe you.
I know you whores are out there.
Hey.
Shut up.
They won't call in if you call them.
They know that I'm kidding. But, I mean, it's going to be a hoary story. But look. Just looking at these calls we have waiting here, these people are garbage, most of them.
These are garbage.
Listen to a garbage thing this thing.
Do you know what Vecchione walked in on me watching, and he has no point of reference for this? So he just thought he was like, why the fuck are you watching that? Nick Nolte's final speech from Blue Chips.
Oh.
And someone tweeted it at me, and I was like,
want it.
They don't even want it. I was laughing so hard.
Oh. You want to hear a good accent thing? When I landed, I woke up on that flight back from Dallas this weekend.
By the way, if you don't know, Big J does the greatest impression of waking someone up on a plane.
Oh, it's a visual.
It's a visual, and I'm sorry, campers, to say this. I'm just telling this to the Bonfire crew, but it is my favorite thing in the world to do.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Right,
and Christine will tape it and put it on Twitter and Bonfire.
Well, we got this right. It always starts off. You always seem angry for a second.
Yeah.
And then you realize everything in the world is okay.
Jay does angry into confused better than I've ever into awake.
This is good.
This is a scene from Bonfire Theater known as The Wake Up Call. Sir? Sir? That's my favorite part. It's the wandering eye. That's great. You don't get much better than that.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you.
That is, without a doubt,
Thank you, Lou.
pure performance. I've never seen a man meld into the role he was playing.
Thank you, everybody. Oh, wait. So, Christina, we need to find this commercial. ITT Tech.
Yeah.
What's her name? I gotta look at her name.
Did you guys have Barbizon where you grew up?
Yep. Yeah.
Barbizon School for Model?
Sure.
Barbizon.
No. Was that the one they try to hawk on you in the
It was like a modeling school. But I thought of that song recently where I was like, Barbizon.
I don't remember the song, but I remember Barbizon.
80s. Yeah. Hi, I'm Dan Soder. I'm a Barbizon model. That's what I'm going to start telling people on airplanes I'm a Barbizon model.
Google ITT Tech Technical Institute Amanda. This commercial made me so I just woke up to this. And it should be on a website called ispot.tv.
Is this it?
That's it. Dude, this is
nice.
Great. Listen to this Philly accent girl trying to tell you how good her life is, and you're like, you are just some neighborhood retard.
He talked about Samantha Montemani.
There you go.
I tell people that I'm in IT, their reactions are what really give me that sense of pride. My uncle's big in
Well, hold on, time out. Yeah, no, they don't. You know what they do? They go, hey, yeah, whatever, you dumpy bitch, fix my computer.
Listen to, I'm telling you, dude, listen to this chick, she got this job right after working at a Lee's Hoagie house.
And then, just listen to him talk about it and everything. That was a huge inspiration. My name is Amanda Arena, and I'm an ITT Tech graduate.
You know what it is?
I chose ITT Tech because
It's
I
the
got
music.
a real associate's degree and not just a certificate.
No, dude, it's the Philly accent
my life
all
has
over it.
Yeah, but you could do it with any shitty accent, but you put that hopeful music under it.
Yeah, that is what makes it so funny. But just to me, like to have, they could have gotten a thicker Philly accent on a person.
Yeah, I'm going home, and I go home.
Listen, she says all these words, all the trigger words you're waiting to hear. About it. We had to talk about it.
Changed a lot. I got my first job right from college, and it was great.
Great.
I work for an IT department in an accounting firm. The future. I feel like it holds a lot just because I'm so young and I've already.
Well, I got a blood disease, so the future's looking pretty bleak.
I can only go up from here.
I can only go up.
Ainley. Here's the deal, though. I got they wiped the felony off my record, so I could go to ITT Tech.
Dude, it made me so happy. And then the other commercial.
I was heavily addicted to methamphetamines for about 14 years, and then I got an ITT Tech. I killed a man 2 weeks later, but I went to ITT Tech.
I own a dance studio, Jay.
Jackass.
Dude, can we get that as like a soundboard?
No.
Ringtone?
No.
I'm
Samantha
sorry.
Montavani.
I interrupt you again, Jay.
No, it's Dan that interrupts.
Shit. Christine, one more you got to bring up here because I love this guy. Have you seen the PC-matic guy who I think is just... They pulled off a random dude off the street to do a commercial. It's so uncomfortable. He must be the owner or something. The PC-matic commercial.
Samantha Montavani.
This is Samantha Montavani.
What other... I'm just trying to think.
Where in the world is your security software developed? PC-matic's competition believes that foreign countries can develop better security software, or at least less expensive than the United States. None of this is true. PC-matic is developed in the United States of America. PC-matic eliminates freezing and blue screens. PC-matic blocks annoying adware that hijacks online shopping. PC-matic closes holes in software like Java.
Look, it's just some dude.
PC-matic blocks viruses that none of the others can. PC-matic keeps your
He's got to be
computer
related to the
running at
project
optimal
somehow,
speed,
right?
Even
He's got to be the creator.
He's got to be.
And
There's no way
PC-matic
that he is not heavily involved.
I can't get these people to read something with the passion that I could read it with.
You guys are all dumb idiots. I'm the only one that can talk properly about PC-matic.
Hey, Jacob. Question, buddy. Yeah. If I can get Janessa to come up here to New York, would you have a dance battle with her?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. But
I didn't even think about this.
She's a professional.
Yeah, but
she teaches children.
I'm in.
Jacob, you're our bonfire gladiator. We put you in the Coliseum of everything. Push up.
Janessa, just so you know, the gauntlet's been dropped.
Yeah, it's on you. Jacob's got moves that are vivacious.
Come up to New York, and we'll have a bust a move competition.
Dude, I would love to see Jacob in a dance contest, because after those videos, and you guys can see him, campers, just go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at the Bonfire SXM.
Come up here with Samantha Montavani and face my friend Jacob.
Samantha Montavani.
Winner gets Samantha Montavani.
She's so hot still.
She,
Samantha Montavani.
I bet she has no idea she's being spoken around the radio so much.
That she spoke about like a goddess?
And it would make people who don't like her hate her so much more. It's like, oh, this fucking bitch. She
still got it.
Like
He's been ripping my ass on his talk show.
I like it.
Talk show.
I like it's a talk show.
She graduated from ITT
Hey,
Tech.
Rich Voss, there he is.
You want to take? Yeah, we'll take a break and then we'll come back.
We'll be right back with Rich Voss. It's the Bonfire.
And now back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Dance Music Wednesday on the Bonfire in lieu of Jacob just ripping it at that wedding.
Ripping and tearing.
That was Mike Posner. I heard that song at a gym and it fucking bugged me until I went home and listened to it twice.
Did you Shazam it in the gym?
No,
This song's stupid. I better Shazam it, though.
I Shazammed it on my TV. I heard it on like a commercial or something, and then I Shazammed it.
Oh, good for you. You just wanted to drop in there that you're working out.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I'm trying to get that
Rich Voss is here, so you want to say you're working out.
Yeah,
impress him.
I'm trying to get that Rich Voss torso.
I gained a few.
You gained a few?
Maybe 3. You know what? Here's the deal about losing weight. Unless you're if not ready, if you were talking about something, but
no, go for it.
We want diet secrets with Rich Voss.
No, I don't know. It's so hard because I always watch Naked and Afraid right on TV. You ever seen this?
No.
Okay, well they throw someone on an island, a couple, not separate, a guy and no clothes. They get to bring one thing each from home, which I would bring a houseboat. But anyhow. Sometimes they're in the Brazilian, wherever, jungles, freezing,
and they're naked,
naked, and they always cover somehow. Like, and so, and you think about losing weight, but they're on there eating bugs and this and that. You know, not some days not eating for 6. So at the end of the 21 days, they go, well, and Susan lost 17 pounds. I'm going, she lost only 17 pounds eating bugs 21 days. I want to lose 8 pounds and I'm surrounded by pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be fucking impossible if you can only lose. Do you get what I'm saying?
If you're starving yourself on an island, you're only going to lose 18 pounds in a month.
In a month? What the fuck do you got to do?
Yeah, well, you don't have a hope when you have a Sbarro's right down the street from your house.
And there's
no, I totally get it. You're
not even eating shitty if you're just eating like a sustaining amount of food.
I love ginger ale. There's so much sugar in it.
Why don't you just drink diet? The best.
I don't like that diet because I don't trust.
Diet ginger ale is the best, one of the best diet
But
sodas.
here's the thing: I don't like any of those artificial sweeteners.
Okay, how about this then?
I just don't like them.
What do you call it? I drink them all the time. Who the rapper, he's involved with the
Sprite Zero.
You're talking vitamin water.
Vitamin water light.
By the way, can I just say, I just love the way that Rich Voss explains rap by doing his hands in the rapping moment. He goes, "What's that rapper?"
That's not. Rich Voss is a million miles from Def Jam.
Oh my God, sir, that's an assistant principal way of talking to black kids. You're like, hey, you and your boys need to get to study hall.
Bonnie has a great line. She goes, "When I'm around black people, I start talking black."
Yeah.
One time she heard herself saying, "I have a dream."
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I've always said my mom used to drive me nuts, but she would do that when she had like black friends come over.
My mom does the same thing.
My mom gets friends. She's like, my mom, not like
girlfriend.
Not to over-exaggerate.
Girlfriend.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, girlfriend, you don't even need that. Just like, he needs to pay his child support.
Why is it?
Like, what?
Dude, white single moms.
You phony. You Jewish phony.
You're Carson Daly right now. You know how you always black it up when there would be a rapper on TRL? Yeah, like, what's up, dog? What's up, dog? And the next day, Backstreet Boys would be like, hey, guys. Hi.
Yeah, sometimes I get a little because I grew up in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it clicks in sometimes.
So you go back to original Voss mode.
I am street, motherfucker.
Yeah, but you're also street from the fucking 50s, so you say different stuff. You're like, hey, cool cat, don't you be bugging me on that. Don't you be stepping on my slims.
Pick the wrong one to mess with, Jack.
All these black dudes are like, yo, man, this motherfucker retarded.
Yo, check out that skirt.
Yeah. Yo, look at the yams on that fat fool.
You guys are socias. We're the greasers.
Man, this motherfucker ain't from the hood. This motherfucker's back when Irish people were in the hood.
You know what's weird? I grew up in a relatively black neighborhood and started... like you also in that black comedy scene, I never, ever really adopted the language. No, I definitely pandered, but I never changed my vernacular at all. Yeah, and I never said the word like dope or
what's up, dog.
I never used words like fly or word up for real or anything like that. And people really did. You know, I whack, something was whack. I never said that. I just never said those words.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we had words that we grew up in just growing up. You know,
sure. Yeah, me too.
You know, stupid. I mean, I don't know. Like we would say, let's break camp. That means leave.
Yeah.
You know, rollers up, cops are coming.
Yeah, you guys sound more like old bikers and fucking naval admirals. Yeah, let's pull anchor. We got to get out of here.
But I never picked up the black terminology and doing the black circuit comedy like that probably would have made my pandering go on well longer than it did. Thank God.
You're saying had you pandered when you were growing up, you would have pandered more.
I definitely pandered in comedy because I wanted to kill him. I just wanted to do good. And an all black crowd, as a white dude, there are like shortcuts and tricks you can do. Yeah. Not even being a hack, sort of a hack, but just like you could always dance a little on stage in some way. You could do something where you're humping the stool, like funny motions, stuff like just like very visual. Like visual kind of over the top stuff, I guess. And it's just white guy tricks of
Look, in a black, all you got to do is fucking trash somebody real quick if they and fucking you'll win them over, whatever.
We learned that. We learned that the hard way because or else it'll go pretty weird. If Latino crowds turn on you, they're big laughers though. Latino crowds can be pretty
more than I think black crowds if they like.
If you get a black crowd, it's the best. It's one of the best things.
It's the best.
We talked about this last night.
Yeah, the adoration is.
Yeah. I did one of talent shows, and there was another white comic, and he went on second and just fucking ate it, and he was like really pandering, where he's like, y'all looking at a white boy up here, and y'all thinking like, oh, he's crazy. He's crazy. And he just ate his dick. And then I went up like three comics later, and I was like, "Hi, I'm here to rectify things for the white race." And they were like, "Bah!" And they're like, this motherfucker," because you're like, "Yeah, that guy sucked." And it's what you said. I just started shitting on the other comic.
Well, I was doing a black club. I was hosting. This was it's called Terminal D. It was like the first black club in Jersey before the Peppermint Lounge.
Yeah, it's also a great Delta one at LaGuardia. It's my favorite terminal.
Some they don't always work. So
I killed with Jacob, so fuck you, boss. If I'm making Tiny Dancer laugh, you can't stop me.
So this black guy, I was hosting the show, and he went up and he was fucking eating it.
Yeah.
And he yells to the audience, he goes, "Fuck you guys. I was at a white club and they were nicer to me." So I was hosting. I went up after him. I go, I was at the white club and they didn't like him there either. And they fucking go nuts over it. Something they just go fucking. I was doing one black room. It was so.
I used to watch Talent. Talent used to do that a lot. That was one thing in the black circuit did happen a lot more. There was offstage unity. Like if you ate shit, when the host gets off stage after taking you off stage, he'll come over to you and give you like hey man, live to fight another day, dude. Don't sweat. It ain't no big deal. But when he gets on, they always come on stage with the eyes real big, like, what was that motherfucker doing up here?
That's the worst.
Remember when I went back on stage, the show you went with me to, because the guy, when I got off, stupid Sugar Bear, this was like, by the way, 4 years ago.
I remember him.
This was like 4 years ago only.
Yeah.
And we leave the show. I got asked to do the show last minute, so I went and did it, and Soder was with me. And when I got off stage, he goes, "Hey man," he goes, "Look, when you first started your job," he goes, you had a rough time too, or something like that." And I went back on stage. I went on stage and gave him a smile. I was like, "I've lapped you in this business, Sugar Bear, you asshole." Are you kidding me?
It was crazy to see like a host do that kind of thing, and then watch Jay just break the fourth wall and go, "Yeah, man, I've like done way more than you. I've been on TV a bunch." And the guy goes,
"Talking about?"
And he just goes, "Okay, Jay, okay." Like Jay was crazy.
Yeah, was dude. The guy was apologetic to me. The guy who ran the whole show, But there's one of my favorite things, though. Like it really does. Like it seems almost mildly racist, like how black crowds will like whiff and turn on these weird like situations. I always said, I don't know if you could find it, Christine, but there's a evening, not the Showtime at the Apollo clip, like the amateur night thing, where a white dude comes out. It's one of my favorite things. He's dressed, super tucked in shirt, whatever, like button down shirt, waving high as he walks out in khaki pants, and the crowd just right away starts going like, "Boo, boo," and then he just goes, he like kind of has a panic face, and then Summer just does a somersault and gets back up. And they're like, "Yeah!" They just go nuts cheering for him.
Oh, please find this, Christine.
Like just because he just did a somersault, everybody's like, "What? You want to see me somersault?" They're like, "Yeah, we did."
Because it's that moment of not having any confidence and then having the complete confidence to roll your butt over your head.
Just the exact story I told last night. Though, when the black audience can't boo you, all you could hear is
When a joke misses and you hear that, I did Marina's Room in Harlem about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I had first half of the set was great, and then I was like, okay, cool. So I made fun of my mom, and I like made a joke, and I started. It was just silent, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And then I just went right into the Russian joke.
Help me! Help me! I was doing a show at somewhere in New York after like a 7 o'clock after a work show.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I don't know why I started trashing Sharpton, but it was all black crowd.
Was it that LeBar Bat show?
Yes.
I used to do that show.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the 50s, maybe on 57th.
Yep. It's 57th, or like between 9th and 10th. It's like way.
Yeah. So I'm this big girl. She must have been 500. What was booing me? I go, "You fat bitch! You should be mooing, not booing." They go nuts, and I go, "Thank you, good night."
Yeah. All right, I'm out of here.
I told the story 1,000 times, but we did a black show in AC years and years ago, me and Rich, and it was a very awkward black crowd. I had a pretty rough go with them.
Yeah.
And Voss was closing the show, and he went up there, and he just goes, he was talking to the crowd, he goes, "Sir, you're a black dude. Let me ask you a question." The guy's like, "I'm not black." Started being an asshole. He's like, and Rich is like, "What are you?" He's like, "Irish." And he goes, "What are you, a leprechaun?" And the place fucking roared.
Fuck.
But it is, I'm telling you.
It's a balls move.
No, it is a balls move. I'm telling you, it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
If it's something that's genuinely funny, you'll win in all those.
All audience.
It's never happened where a crowd turned on a line that's even at its peak racist.
You know what?
Dude, that thing...
I'll tell you, not racist, but I'll tell you, audiences that do turn are fucking uptight white people.
Oh, of course. To turn, you'll never get
They're the worst.
They're the worst.
Dude, I had a thing at the Cellar one night. That was with I was late for a show, and Artie Fuqua was hosting, who I love. Artie Fuqua's my co-host of
What's Your Fucking Deal? CISO.com. Go get a subscription to watch the last 2 episodes.
And he, I was almost late for the show because I did a black show in Yonkers that like ran crazy late, and it's because of all this. No, okay. No. It was like John Smooth, the late John Smooth. It was a great dude, man.
I don't know him.
He was an awesome guy. He had a show, and the show was running crazy late. I said I had to get out of there, but they did a dance contest before the show, and then a not exaggerating, a banana eating contest, basically like who could sucking dick, basically. Yeah. So when I got down to the club, it was just like an improv moment, I guess, but it's one thing they'll never repeat again, so it'll never work. It'll just get booze. But in the moment, I was like, I almost didn't make it here, Artie. I was at this black show, and I was run behind. I go, there was a dance contest, and then they also had a banana eating contest. I'm like, is that racist to have a bunch of black people do a banana eating contest? And he goes, not if it was all black people who thought of it. And I'm like, okay. I go, how about if they had to open them with their feet? Now is it racist? And it killed with the room, but you're like, and I said that moment, I go, they killed, and Artie was laughing. He was the best sport about that. Yeah. And I was like, wow, that'll never, that's the retirement of that in a crowd. I mean, in this moment, but like in a crowd, like you can't recapture a moment like that. So that's what I'm saying. You can say if it's the leprechaun line in that moment was it broke the awkwardness of the room and murdered, and it turned this. It's one of those shitty dance club shows where it's like, hey, everyone stop dancing. We're doing a comedy show.
But
go ahead.
Oh, what were you going to say?
No, I've walked down black rooms. If you show no fear, I've walked down and said, I haven't seen as many black people since Mike Tyson and Don King were giving out free turkeys, But that was back in the day when they were giving out.
It'd be funny now if that just fell flat because no one got the reference.
They do
turkeys.
that.
Why would he do that?
Who's Don King?
Yeah. It can go. I feel like there's like when you go dirty sometimes with uptight white audiences, they're
the fight.
Even if it's fun. Like I was trying to explain to you that crowd in San Diego, they were like good, but they were uptight.
A lily white crowd,
and a lily white crowd
is the worst one. They feel bad. They feel the pain of everything except for white people jokes.
The worst are young white 22, 23-year-olds that have been brainwashed by their professors, and they're like, everyone is equal, and people, you know what I mean?
The last college I used to do only was that I did for Marty was the
SUNY.
I used to SUNY Delhi, and that was always like pretty whatever show, but I did colleges. I remember when I first got in, man, everyone was like, you get those college. I mean, Kevin Hart started doing Baz Schuler, was sending them all over the road for colleges, and I'd go with him once in a while, and I did a few on my own ever. But I'd go there. I remember going to the first one and being like, this is going to be perfect. I'm 23. I'm 24. So I'm like, I'm going to connect with these kids. And then the first time it's any kind of like dirty or like racial joke. And anyway, they fucking shut down. And you're like, you're the kids. You're supposed to be the ones who laugh at it. And it's not. It's literally... The better crowds to me are like 40-something-year-olds love my shit so much more.
You know what it is? It's people who've been through shit. Because I remember, I bombed at Iowa State. I took, without a doubt, the worst beating of my life in the basement of this rec center. And I go downstairs, and there was like an awesome stage, and I was like, there was a lot of kids. I was like, this is going to be a fucking murder. You guys might want to call campus police. I'm about to fuck some shit up. And I ate it. And like halfway through my act, I was like, oh yeah, I have an act for adults. Like I'm talking about like quitting drinking, and these kids are like, they're just sitting there with a Coke, and you're like, fuck. And then anything that an opinion-based thing, if they didn't agree with it, they just check out. And
then they'll be happy to come up to you after the show and let you know what they disagreed with.
Dude, I had a girl at Davidson College in North Carolina, and she yelled out at, and Julia Rossi could tell you the story. She opened for me and did a joke about how her mom's an immigrant, and she's racist towards other immigrants. And this girl goes, that offended me. And she goes, are you Asian? Because it was about Asian people. Yeah. And she goes, no, but that offended me. And then Julia does the rest of her set, gets off stage, and I get on, and I'm like, hey, did that really offend you? And she's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, well, hey, in the contract, it says I talk for an hour, and I'm going to talk what the fuck I want to talk about. Yeah. Audience was great. They were actually a really good audience, except that one girl. I do a joke about Starbucks being white people embassies. I just do that joke. After the show, the lady who runs the show goes, yeah, that student wants to talk to you. And I'm like, I go, yeah, cool, whatever. Like, have her come back to the green room. I don't give a shit.
My hotel room.
I go there, dude. She's like shaking with anger. She's like shaking with anger. Well, she's got like a high school softball player face, where it's like a ponytail and like kind of an. And she's like, "Can I talk to you?" It's like that bitchy like.
I call those girls thick and tans.
Yeah, thick and tan. And she goes like, "Can I talk to you?" And we go back, and Julia's like in the room with me, right? So there's no, and she goes, I just want to let you know that your act is racist. And I was like, I go, how's my act racist? She goes, that's Starbucks joke. You say that you're comforted when you see a Starbucks in a tough neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, it's the joke that they're white people embassies. That's where we feel comfortable. I wanted to be like, you fucking moron. That's the whole joke. And she goes, you're not allowed to talk about race. And I go, why not? She goes, because you're an old white man. And I was like, bitch, I am 30.
That's hilarious.
You should have said, I used to date a colored girl.
I got a half of one child.
She got mad when I beat up her brother to Nights in White Satin.
But it turned into a 30-minute conversation where the girl ended up crying. And it was, you know what it turns out? She was so fucking ramped up from being on Facebook and reading all these clickbait articles that she came out to a live show and someone talked about race and she was like, no, it was Julia's
they don't
joke
want to discuss,
is innocent.
They don't want to discuss anything. They just want to like march and yell things at people who believe everything like them.
But that's the comment section.
I got to a college one time. Me, Dave Smith, Adrian Ampellucci drove up to a college one time, and the lady on the phone goes, "So I'll meet you outside by the gate and let you guys in the parking lot." I'm like, cool. And then we pull up, and like just like all of a sudden, like, there's a midget's head in my window. I was like, God, like warn me. And she didn't mention that I'll be, make a joke like I'll be the little like all of a sudden a midget's coming, which just appeared next to me. I'm like, holy shit. But they don't want to talk about it.
They don't want to bring it up.
I was doing a college years ago. I think it was Trenton State.
4 years ago.
It was a while. No, years ago. And,
no.
I think
Joe Matarese was the headliner.
I don't know when I did a college last. Maybe 3-4 years. Who knows? But anyhow, so I'm on stage. It's going well. Whatever. Doing whatever. This is a professor or somebody just is walking through.
Yeah.
Just walking through. Not even. And he hears me say Irish or Spanish. He doesn't hear anything but that. Then I get a complaint. They don't want to pay me because I'm, offensive. He didn't one, I'm killing or doing as well as you could do in a college. The next week at that college, now they don't want to pay me. I did get my money, I think. The next week at that college, Khalid Abdul Muhammad was speaking, who was kicked out of the Nation of Islam. He was Farrakhan's right-hand man. He was kicked out for being too extreme. And he was speaking at that college. But yet I told a fucking
Irish joke?
Whatever.
Well,
and
the Irish have had a very tough history, Rich.
It's just that and like you said, even white people in general right now are living in this guilt. First of all, they're hypocrites because they'll sit there and pander and they'll go, or you can't say that, but none of them have minority friends. None of them hang out with minorities. The second a minority moves into their neighborhood, they want to sell their fucking house. So don't act like you're fucking some activist for minorities when you're the biggest fucking hypocrites.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Now, and there's nothing worse than you're doing a show and you say something and the white girl looks over to see if the black people are laughing. Go fuck yourself. You know what? Why don't you leave? It drives me nuts.
What's funny is they're hypocrites or they're morons because they do things like I just live in Crown Heights in a warehouse. It's like mostly a drug den, but who cares? They're all just people. I'm like, get the fuck out of there, you idiot.
I sleep in an abandoned muffler factory, and they come in, and a lot of the times they make my dog fight their dogs, but that's their culture, and I accept it.
Oh, they're the fucking worst. I don't like white. I like Jews and blacks.
There it is. And Rich Voss going to be at the Black Box in Boca Raton, Florida, this Friday, May 14th, and Saturday, May 15th. Get tickets at BocaBlackBox.com. You can also catch Rich at Maxwell's in Hoboken, New Jersey on Thursday, May 19th. Get tickets at MaxwellsNJ.com. And then Big J going to be at the DC Improv this Thursday through Saturday. Go to BigJComedy.com for tickets and all other tour dates. And don't forget Skankfest VIP presale tickets now available at CreekLIC.com. You don't want to miss Skankfest. It's going to be at the Creek in the Cave June 18th and 19th.
Dan Soder at the Hustler Club, along with Louis J. Gomez, Dave Smith. Friday, May 13th. Go to hustlerclub.com for tickets. Also, he'll be at Comedy on State in Madison, Wisconsin, Thursday, May 19th through Saturday, May 21st. Go to MadisonComedy.com for tickets.
You said we were talking at the first hour about banging people in hotels. Like
we should take a break and then we'll come back with that because we have some fun stuff on the board
we have a break?
to talk about too. Yeah, we got to take our last break.
We got to take our break.
Last break.
Hey, listen, folks, if you're going to go buy some on Amazon, go to amazon.richvoss.com. If you're buying something on Amazon, bookmark it, amazon.richvoss.com. Okay?
I want to get in on this Amazon action.
It's pennies. You get a couple pennies for every time someone orders anything
I don't know,
on
it's
Amazon.
something. We did it through. We haven't done it ever really, but everybody on our podcast network does it.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing the checks, and me and Bonnie, we lose money on our pod, but we just do it because we do it. You know what I mean?
Sure. No, that Amazon thing is just like if they just go through your thing, you get like a percentage of.
Yeah. So we're finally going to try to do it.
Yeah, give it a shot.
There you go. Well, we'll be right back with Rich Voss on the Bonfire.
I stink.
Hi, I'm Bonnie McFarlane, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Dan Soder and Big J. Oakerson.
Spring is in the air, and it's time to get outside and start moving again.
Oh.
Did you know more exposure to natural light in the morning helps reset your body's clock for a better night's sleep?
I just learned that now.
And if you really want to sleep your best, it may be time to replace your old mattress with my bed, the Sleep Number bed.
The Sleep Number bed.
It's the only bed that adjusts on each side to your ideal comfort, your Sleep Number setting.
Yeah.
My Sleep Number 75. Dan Soder is dialed back to 40.
I'm down to a 35.
It's getting insane.
I might go all the way to 0.
The Sleep Number bed lets me choose my ideal firmness and then change it. And because it adjusts on each side, it's the perfect bed for couples. Mm-hmm. When you add optional Sleep IQ technology, it tracks your sleep so you know how to adjust for your best night's sleep. Whether it's adjusting my Sleep Number setting, cutting back on caffeine, or exercising more. You know it's working because Sleep IQ inside the bed tells you. Again, my Sleep Number setting, 75.
Pretty firm.
Dan's 45. 30. 35 now.
35 now.
It's a hammock.
I might go back up, though.
I'm going to do it. I have one day ever coming up without Christine, and when she's not there, I'm going to make her thing just a 0 and just roll off like I'm on a cliff.
Yeah, that's going to be great, though. Because then you'll sink in like it's one of those stuntman pads.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Mom's Day is coming up. No live read. Mom's Day's over.
Mom's Day's done with. We get it.
So no one cares about your mom. Get the bed for yourself.
But I love you. I still love your mom.
And if you order now, you get 2 pillows for free. So no better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting only at any of the 500 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com and be sure and tell them the Bonfire sent you. You thought he was going to stop at Gangnam Style, but he comes back with "I got it from my daddy." That's sigh.
It really is, man. They really do the tentacle porn of pop music.
I thought that with the yellow hat was Esther Koo. Was that Esther Koo?
They're all Esther Koo, Rich.
Guys, hi. I book a college. I don't like what either one of you just said. You're both
They're
fired.
all Esther Koo.
Hey, before I forget, happy birthday to Chanel, my new friend that we made on Monday.
Oh, cool.
In Austin, Texas. Happy
Black
birthday.
Chanel.
Yeah, well, I just know her as Chanel.
Well, it was the thing. We had a whole racial debate, but now we're best friends again.
Oh, I forgot. I call her the Chesty Chanel.
Chesty?
Chesty Chanel. I don't call her that. I just call her a friend.
She's Chanel. She's a sweetheart.
Exactly. We were talking earlier about hooking up with hotel employees, like people that work at the hotel, maids, or front desk.
We say like a girl, like she's a waitress. You fuck her like there at the restaurant, or like right when you meet them. I mean, stewardess on a plane.
I got blown by a bartender at a comedy show that's ran by our friends.
Comedy show doesn't mean anything.
Okay, so I lose it on that.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
you had all your powers.
You're right.
I mean, I've gotten picked up people on. I picked up a girl on a plane, and
you did though. It worked.
But she didn't work on a. I mean, I got a hand job
on the plane.
Yeah, on
That's
the plane.
Huge. That's what we're talking about.
Were you guys standing face to face while she was jerking you off in the bathroom?
Yeah,
like she was rolling dice. She's like,
oh, she give you the overhander. Yeah, she's looking at you.
Well, she might have blown. I had a girl I fucked on the Amtrak, this black chick, and it was,
on the tracks because that's pretty dangerous.
But then she goes, "Well, can you give me a couple bucks?"
No.
Oh, really?
So I gave her like $6.
That's great. Is that 70s money? That's a lot now.
The train stainer.
You know,
I could have caught the clap on that one. I like employees, like how I don't know.
I never had a hotel. We were in hotels so much. You know, did you ever hook up with like the front desk girl or the? We were watching earlier. These guys now post videos, like iPhone videos of them banging. Like this isn't like the fake ones. They're like porn.
Yeah,
like a guy getting blowjobs from like this maids and all that kind of shit.
I had a maid came in my room, and then. She came, knocked on the door, goes, "You need anything?" I go, "Yeah," and she blew me. That's the only time. That's the only time.
But that's the only time.
But you said, "Yeah, a blowjob."
Well, I said I like to. I think I said I like to bust a nut or something.
Oh, usually you are from the street.
She blew me, and I might have. I think I jerked off on her chest.
Oh, what?
Really?
Yeah. It's not. Yeah,
what was she?
I can't even. Well, was she a maid?
No, I mean like Mexican.
No,
or like,
a black chick.
Black chick.
They were going because she came in my room twice.
You feel like she came back around for a reason.
I knew she came back for a reason.
She was like, "You're hot."
Goes, yeah, and I
she
wasn't
gave you that vibe.
and I was working.
And then when she was done, she was like, "You got a couple bucks?" It always happens.
Yeah.
She's like,
this one was this was up in Albany when I was in Albany. But then I remember I picked up waitresses at Denny's, but I didn't fuck them at Denny's. I picked up a waitress once at Denny's.
Like, let's get out of here.
Well, after she got off work, my hotel was right behind Denny's.
I may have done that. I may have picked up a diner chick after diner work, possibly. That may have happened.
I mean, you can't count waitresses from comedy clubs.
No.
I got out. I was out of rehab for one.
That's way easy.
Maybe 1 month I was out of rehab. Maybe 1 month, and I was a coke addict, and I'm out of rehab one. And this waitress is fucking smoking. We go back to my room. I mean, smoking. And it was in.
Is it Denny's waitress or a comedy club?
This is a comedy. I will tell you the story anyhow, even though it doesn't count. I'm a month out of rehab, and she's so fucking hot. And then I kissed her, and her mouth tasted funny. I'm going, oh. Yeah. She pulls out a bag of coke. It must have been a quarter ounce. I go, oh man, I just got out of I go, look, you're gonna have to get out of here, but first I gotta come. And
okay, all right. Rich gets his.
What a great way to get rid of them afterwards. So I goes, listen, but I that was great. That was a lot of fun, but I need you to clean up and get out of here.
I am highly volatile.
Yeah.
I might do blow. So real quick, what I'm going to need you to do is empty my balls and then take that cocaine and scurry the fuck out of here.
It's a very vulnerable time for me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, first of all, stewardesses now, you don't want to fuck them, but what do you think there's
I was saying, I just had 3 come to my show, the ones that were on my plane. My Virgin Airlines still hires hot ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Virgin Airlines, we're saying Emirates.
I go Delta.
I've never flown that airline, but when you see them, when you're at a hotel
and they come in
and they bring in that procession of, everyone's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big money airline too.
Is that what it is?
Isn't it? Emirates, isn't it?
It's just like, Sultans and shit.
Yeah, they're spending all that oil money.
But do you really think so? Stewardess, I mean, is going, oh, hold on, let me go fuck you real quick. I mean, I just feel
Hi, Jennifer.
Oh, I didn't mean to say rape.
It's okay.
No, this was a while back, and my niece, she's 10 years younger than me, she had brought a group of friends to where I was living, and I was newly divorced, and she was bringing this particular guy that I didn't really know, but I had seen before, and I had decided that I was going to make it happen.
Just as soon as you laid eyes on him, you're like, I'm fucking that guy.
How old was he?
I did. He's beautiful.
Wow.
I know, and he was 10 years younger than me, and I think I overestimated my capacity to drink, and I got real drunk, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's where it all goes down.
Starts.
You guys went to the fuck palace.
BW2?
Well, I was grabbing his crotch right there. I was putting his hand in mine, and I remember about half of it. He likes to fill me in on the details of the parts that I either can't remember or don't.
Can you sexy it up instead of saying we grabbed each other's crotches?
Yeah.
It's something you're testing out if your school pants still fit.
It's still embarrassing after years, but
turns out there's still room in the crotch.
Yeah, there's a lot of room in this crotch. You want me to hem these things?
Yeah, it's good. These are my good snow pants.
well, I think I told him to feel how hot it was.
Nice. Oh, you had that denim warmth.
That's great. Not even wet, just hot.
Yeah.
Just hot.
I like a chick that gets toasty.
Feel my unnaturally hot pussy. It's like a fever.
Hey, put your hand down there. I got a real oven situation going
I'm getting
on.
cold sweats in my puss.
You don't even need hot sauce. Put the wing down there.
I got some fever puss going on. You might want to break this with an ice bath.
That's good for you, Jennifer, though. I like that aggressive shit. It doesn't happen very often in my life. I've had a couple.
Awesome. Whenever it happens, it's awesome.
Did you fuck him more than once, or was it just a one-time thing?
No, we're still together now. That was 11 years ago.
Ooh, do you guys go back? Do you guys go back once a year to Buffalo Wild Wings and get your crotches all hot?
No, because I kind of hang my head in shame every time we pass one because he gives me that look. Says, remember when I got raped there? And it's very embarrassing for me. But he loves it. He loves the story.
And all these years later, is your crotch still hot?
Most of the time.
Good for you.
If you want to send a picture, we're available at the... I'm kidding, Jennifer. I'm kidding.
I don't think you can get a hot crotch in the picture, but...
No, you can tell if it's blotchy. That Texas sun.
Yeah, you can get some good heat. You get the heat waves coming off it.
Well, I picked up a girl in Texas once.
I like your face. I'm like, ew, I picked up a girl. Thanks for calling, Jennifer. That was awesome.
Some old-fashioned Texas hot crotch.
Yeah, but,
Texas. That's Jennifer. TX hot crotch.
I think her crotch, she used a fucking napkin that she left in the fucking bed in Texas. It was, God. Texas girls, there's some hot girls in Texas.
Texas has
beautiful.
Some fucking hot.
But a lot of them are, if you're going to try to find anything more exciting than a blonde hair, blue-eyed, big-titted, like tan cheerleader chick, if you feel you will get tired of that eventually, you do then have to fuck a Mexican. Those are your two choices.
That's the Texas speeds?
Or a stripper.
That's your two choices, yeah.
I think I caught the clap in Lubbock.
Oh,
really?
That sounds like a Cash song.
That sounds like a 70s story.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure something. I mean,
Nixon was in office.
Yeah,
Times weren't that good.
I was opening. I was an MC and I was working with Hicks and I went to the strip club and we were fucking rock stars then. And I stink now, but I really
was Hicks drinking at the time?
Yeah, he was partying. This is when Hicks was Hicks.
Ah, dude, that's awesome.
He was fucking. I watched him. I go, I'll never be that funny as long as I live.
Yeah.
And this is what, I was getting.
And then 2 years later, you were.
Yeah.
No, I was getting high. You don't think Hicks? I saw Hicks. He was in 7-Eleven. Something happened.
Yeah.
He went on stage the next night and did 10 minutes on it, and it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get back to horny shit, though.
Sure.
So. Have you ever fucked like a hotel girl?
No, I've never gotten it. I've gotten kind of hit on once. I told the story in the first hour by this girl in Kansas City, but it just creeped me out. It wasn't normal. But I've never had like a...
as far as aggression, I've had and very pretty ones, like comedy club waitresses.
I don't even get hit.
Throw it. Very much like, let's get out of here and fuck.
I've never gotten that.
I've gotten that from, I guess, like fan, like girls do, or not even fan. Through my life in times before anyone in the audience was a fan, just like a girl that liked the show. And
I've had that, but I haven't had like a comedy club, like a hot comedy club waitress be like, "What's up?"
I had in Tampa. I had this one beautiful girl. I mean, she was so. I would have married her. Let's go. And then I had these two girls. They go, "Come on, you want to come back to our place?" So I went back with the two.
Okay.
Right?
And do you regret that? Do you regret that decision?
No, I ate one girl's pussy. She came.
Okay.
She goes, I'm going to bed. I just ate, and then I was downstairs with the other girl the rest of the, You
just played You guys just played a board game?
Yeah, of course.
She's like, you just came over here to munch some box. She's going to bed.
I ate her box. She went to bed. What a fucking trooper. I like a girl like that.
I like it. I just like
you know what? I came. I'm done with you, pal.
I like the thought of her picking up her jeans and going, all right, well, I'm about to hit the sack.
Oh, you know what I did do one time? I went into a bar, Kalamazoo, Missouri.
Michigan.
Kalamazoo, Michigan. There was a club there for 5 minutes. They ended up closing and screwing a bunch of people over. Mike
the Comedy Castle?
No.
That's Detroit.
It's in Royal Oak. Yeah,
that's Royal Oak.
No, this club. I went there, and after it's like in a complex where it was like the comedy club, and then there was like a college bar.
Yeah,
college bar right there. And by the time I got out of the comedy club, you know what it was? There was a girl who was a stripper, and her friends were a couple.
Oh boy!
Yeah, and she was like she was like showing me her pussy and everything in the green room. It was going great. The couple got mad at her because she said she promised she'd go home with them that night. And being on the other side of that now, I can kind of see that being annoying. And in fact, we've been victim of that before. But I was like, come on, like they're a couple already. Come, hang out with me or whatever. And she's like, no, like they're gonna be really angry if I don't. I promise. Like back. So they cock blocked and took her away. So I went to. This is so funny. I went to this college bar. Did a loop around the bar. I don't know if I was like drunk enough or something. Just had the kind of thing. I'm like, who's gonna give me a ride home? It's like a group of like chicks, basically. Who's gonna give me a ride home to my hotel? It's like 10 minutes from here or whatever. I just need a ride real quick. And this one goes, I'll give you a ride. And she drives me back to the hotel. Now it's starting to snowstorm already. Mm-hmm. And there's apparently a big snowstorm coming. And we get back to the hotel and we're sitting there talking and whatever. And I'm just like trying to convince her to do something.
Yeah.
I think, ironically, what she let me do only was titty fuck.
Yeah.
But in giving her my spiel,
that's called a Kalamazoo Soder.
But in my spiel, like I'm giving I'm not the kind of guy who just hooks up and then asks a girl to leave. Like I'm like a good, I'm not like that. I think that's shitty, and I really gave a whole spiel. And then as soon as I fucking laid that flux capacitor on her chest.
Yeah, the old pearl necklace.
I went in the bathroom. I just remember laughing at myself because I didn't overthink it when I said it, but just taking a piss and just going like, you may want to get out of here before that storm hits.
That's so funny.
She was like, yeah, I get it. She split.
Chest full of bulldog drool. Just like, I gotta get going before the storm. I had a girl when I worked in radio.
Bulldog drool.
This girl.
That's a great word for it.
This girl that I was kind of friends with. She had massive tits, and I brought her to the radio station because that was like my comedy back in the day. You could bring him and be like, watch me do a shift. And so we were making out, and I was like, we should fool around. And we go in this office, and she's like, no, I'm not gonna blow you. I'm like, all right. And she's like, she said it as a deterrent. She goes, you can titty fuck me. And I was like, yeah! Woohoo!
Because most guys would be like, no thanks.
Yeah, and I was like,
Soder.
Done and done.
I was at a club between shows. I never lie about sex, believe me. So after the first show,
you're 50-something.
I know.
It's funny if you did.
Yeah.
I get laid all the time. I don't care.
I got a girlfriend. She goes to another school.
Yeah. When I was with Parker Posey. So between shows, after the first show, some girls in my room, giving me head, whatever.
Yeah.
Then she, leaves. So after the second show, I'm shooting pool and the couple's there. It was so fucking uncomfortable. And the boyfriend goes, my girlfriend wants to do both of us.
Yeah.
So we go to my room, and I think she was blowing me too, and him, and whatever. And either he came or I came, or whatever. But she couldn't handle it. She went in the bathroom, and she relapsed, and she started cutting herself. I go, what's going on? He goes, I think she's cutting herself.
What?
So
the guy was just calling. He goes, she's probably cut herself again.
So I'm not lying. I fucking packed up and got the fuck out of Dodge, because, I'm not getting... some crazy girl. He did that. I've never done anything against anybody.
Oh, dude.
And it's so scary. I'm glad I'm married.
I'm
glad I'm
Sometimes
fucking married.
being single on the road's a fucking complication. Yeah. I was in D.C. doing shows in 2012, and I met this guy. I'm like, there's a bar under the area. It was like a private show. It wasn't a club or whatever. And then there's a bar under the place. We're drinking. And this guy and I remember exactly what we were talking about. We were talking about the Falcons-Seahawks playoffs game. And this guy's super cool. He's like, I don't know, man. I think the Seahawks are going to win. And his girlfriend comes up and she's like, hi, guys. And she's hot, but she's hammered. And she's like, what are you guys talking about? We're like, Seahawks, Falcons? And she goes to her, she looks at me and she looks at her boyfriend. She goes, then she looks back at me and she goes, where are you staying? I go to the Marriott. She goes, can we have sex with him? And the boyfriend looks at me mortified. And I'm like, I go to the girl, I don't think he's down with that. And she goes, well, why would have I want to do it? And she's in high heels and almost on cue takes 2 steps and eats shit. She's like, ah! And I was like, wow, I don't think you can really propose that.
That's pretty great, though.
Yeah. The boyfriend looked at me like we were 2 friends. I was like, fuck you, man. I think the Falcons are going to win. He's like, fuck you. And she's like, so what's up? You want to let him fucking run a train?
Some girl, as I'm saying, I'm surprised we didn't have more girls calling in with stuff about that because, there's like some like Fenoya just had a girl in Indianapolis came up to him basically, and it wasn't even that he was married. It had nothing to do with that. His stage set's about being married. He's got stuff on stage about that. Mike Fenoya. And when he got off, a girl with a boyfriend came over and was basically he goes home and goes to bed. I come back out. So it's let's meet up. It's basically saying let's fuck. And he was like, no. Not only was she did not care that he was married. She was like, I'm going to fucking lose this asshole. The girl that I got caught with by my ex, real bad. Yeah. That started with opening for a hotel at Caroline's one day. She was on a date with a guy. I was talking to her from the stage and she kept saying that she wanted me to come home with her. And I was like, yeah. And the guy's daggers at me the whole time, in the lobby of Caroline's. And I go, sweetie, I don't think your boyfriend is you talking to me like this, like that. And she goes, he's not my boyfriend. She goes, and even if he was, I'd fuck you tonight anyway. She just gave me her number, and I fucked her that night.
Have you ever done a thing where they where they take a picture and they hug you, and the boyfriend's taking the picture, and you're like, I'm sorry for this, man. I am
rubbing your back, sort of. Yeah,
it feels so. Where they're I had a great shit. That was you're the boss just hit the wet spot. Boss goes, okay, stop touching me, okay.
This girl,
buy the CD.
The picture's just her cheesing, and he's going, ooh.
This girl at Caroline's one night, this girl, supermodel, walks out after my show, shakes my hand, and all of a sudden I have her phone number. Then I bring her, I go on a date with her, I bring her to the cellar. Listen to me, she's a fucking 10, believe me.
Yeah.
And we're at the cellar, and she's in the back, drunk, passed out at the table, and I don't know what comic it was. Somebody, boss, this girl is... I think it was Patrice. Plus, his girl was knocked out, and she was snoring or fucked up, right? But somehow she woke up and I found. Okay. But here's a crazy story. Do I got a minute?
Yeah.
Sick. I mean, this is why I'm so glad some girl goes, when are you going to be in Chicago? I go, I have nothing. I'm in Indianapolis. And this was years ago, before I was married. Or when I was dating Bonnie.
I do hate that long term from now. It goes... hey, next time you come to whereverville, so you got some pussy waiting for you, and you're like, oh, cool, hot chick, and then you're look at your calendar, it's just as we start telling managers, I remember calling the Steinbergs, you guys got to get me to Omaha.
Yeah.
I got some hot puss for me in Sioux Falls.
So this girl goes, I go, look, I don't know, it's just an email, it might have been MySpace then. I go, I'll be in Indianapolis. I'm on stage, girl in the audience by herself.
Oh, boy.
Very attractive. I'm talking to her from after the show. I'm selling CDs. Probably my second. I have 4, working on 5, and I almost have my 5th one out. Going to be brilliant. So she comes up, walks up as I'm selling CDs with a suitcase, and goes, "Hi, I'm the girl that emailed from Chicago. My car broke down, so I took a cab here."
Jesus.
And I had a suitcase. She drove from Chicago to Indianapolis. I'm going, whoa! I never told you to come. I just said I'll be there. So I go to the manager of the club, Sandy at the time, who I knew. I go, get this girl a cab. Got her a cab. I said, good luck, with your car and everything. She had a suitcase. So I get back to my hotel, and I'm surprised I didn't fucking sue him. I get to my hotel, and they go, some girl came here, and we told her we put her in the room next to you. She was and now I started getting a panic attack. I called Bonnie. I go, what? I said to the hotel, why would you tell her what fucking room I'm in and put her So I said, you put me in another room. I didn't even go to my room to get clothes. I just went to another room and went to sleep. Yeah. Because, I guess the cab driver or somebody said where the comics stay, and she found out the hotel. And
wow.
And she was hot, but you know how crazy this one had to be?
Yeah, there's no lady of the lake like that who's just perfect and cool and also hot. And it's just I'm going to drive to Chicago to see you. By the way, if you turn on me, I'll fucking slit your throat.
Tell you what, Mark Norman just would have fucked him.
You're like, let me get deep in there. Rich Voss going to be at the Black Box in Boca Raton, Florida this Friday and Saturday. Get tickets at bocablackbox.com. You can also catch Rich at Maxwell's in Hoboken, New Jersey on Thursday, May 19th. Go to maxwellsnj.com for tickets. Big J going to be at the DC Improv this Thursday through Sunday.
Tamara.
Go to bigjcomedy.com for tickets and other tour dates. Sign up for CISO.com and watch What's Your Fucking Deal. Rich and I both did it. Awesome show on CISO.com. And then, of course, Skankfest VIP presale tickets available now at creeklic.com. Festival is going to be at the Creek in the Cave in Queens on June 18th.
And pre-sale is only 19th. Yeah, pre-sale is only until Sunday. Also, Dan Soder is going to be pairing up with Sean Patton on the Mashup Show.
Fucking A.
Tomorrow, Thursday, at 8:30 p.m. at the Stand. Bonnie McFarlane, Janine Garofalo, Mateo Lane, Lisa Traeger, Louis J. Gomez, Adrian Appalucci, all on that show. Go to thestandnyc.com for tickets. Follow us on the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And make sure you see Soder Comedy on State, Madison, Wisconsin, Thursday, May 19th through Saturday, May 21st. You can also see him at the Hustler Club with Lewis and Dave, the Skanks, on Friday, May 13th. Go to hustlerclub.com for tickets. And, of course, Used People, still on cc.com and YouTube. Working on a pilot for that, I know, pilot script, so that's going to be very exciting, hilarious. Check that out. And, of course, we're also proud Dan Soder's 1 hour special, Not Special, will be premiering Saturday, May 21st at 11 p.m. on Comedy Central. It's been a fun week, dude.
Yeah, been a very
Thank you
fun
so much
week,
for hanging out, Rich.
Thanks for having me. Thanks
Absolutely, man. We love you, and we will catch the campers on Monday.
Have a good weekend.